So this episode of Haikyu does a really good job at setting the new characters of mostly the three new characters, the 30 years and the captain Daiichi, uh, who saw the middle school game last year. Daiichi, the captain, and so far my favorite character, did some backstory to as to their volleyball team's downfall, and he naturally realizing that the same feeling that Daiichi has, he sort of has, um, with the goosebumps and how he's explaining of how like the little giants played. There was some sort of connection there. Daiichi also says that they call them his team fallen rivals or unflying crows, which crows symbolize something in this show that I'm not really too sure about. There's definitely some rivalry still fueled between Hinata and Kageyama, to the point where Daiichi talks gives him this little speech, this little spiel, saying that in the past is in the past now. You guys are working as teammates now, so until you guys work together and stop bickering, you guys won't be participating in the club until you do so. Shuts the door. Because believe me, that challenge that Hinata and Kageyama tried to do, with the 1v1 was just a mess. The Dean walking in, the face plant of the ball in his face, the wig, just a mess. But hilarious. It was the chunk of comedy in this episode, which was hilarious in my opinion. When they were kicked out, Hinata was like, "Well, you are king of the court," and he was like, "Don't call me that anymore." Well, apparently, what I'm guessing is that he lost and things didn't go so well with Kageyama's team after he beat Hinata's team, and it might come back to haunt him. Maybe I'm just inferring that maybe a team member that's now in high school from the team that beat Kageyama in middle school might come back, and who knows what the scenario is going to be after that. But yeah, he doesn't want to be called that title anymore for some apparent reason that maybe have happened last year. Kageyama gets this idea, this big ego maniac gets this idea that he decides to challenge the 30 years to a 2v2, just to show that they can work together, and Hinata's on board with that. Daiichi says that he has even a better idea, and says that he'll be versing two other first years in a 3v3 match on that Saturday, and Tanaka is going to be on their side, one of the 30. Now, the penalty for losing is that Kageyama cannot play as a setter as long as the 30 years, are still on the volleyball team. So Kageyama shows like this massive affection for the setter and what the setter does, and he explains it to Hinata, and I feel like it just makes sort of a bond, but not too close of a bond that they're like, yeah, let's work together now. They're still a big, huge rival, but it shows just a little bit of understanding of how Kageyama also feels about volleyball. Kageyama is like, well, you better practice, and Hinata's like, well, we don't have a court. And I love this part because Tanaka is sort of hearing what they're saying, and he's inside the gym, and he sort of hints to them that he's like, hey guys, practice is at 7 in the morning, right? And Hinata and Kageyama is like, all right, so we could go to the courts anytime before 7. So they decide to go at 5 a.m. They go to 5 a.m. at the court, and it is locked. And you see Tanaka come with the keys, and it was just a funny moment, and Tanaka is becoming one of the cool characters that I'm starting to like now. So Daiichi further explains in a sort of like flashback, like maybe from the day before, on why he's going so hard on them, and it's because Kageyama and Hinata are good, but they're not reaching their full potential separately. If they work together, when working together, they can be even better. They can dominate. So it leaves the episode with them about to practice for the upcoming game. All in all, this anime, this particular episode of the anime had beautiful pacing. You could see how well structured they split the two things that they wanted to get to us evenly as new characters, Daiichi, the 30 years, and the coach, which we didn't really get to see a lot of. You get to say like one word and that was it. I believe it's the coach. She's a female. I don't know. You get to see that part, and then you get to see what Hinata and Kagami on the second half of the episode have to face and their new challenge as it leads on to the next episode. I give this episode a solid 10 out of 10. It had beautiful animation with Kageyama spiking the ball when they did that little 1v1 challenge, and it just had hilarious faces throughout the whole episode. So tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Who do you think is going to win? And who do you think are the two other first years that they're going to be challenging? Because I might have an idea. Please thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe for more anime reviews if you like, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.